Very warm welcome to the daily reflection video and coaching and analysis session for VIP members. Hope you're doing it well. This is the 18th of June. It's late. It's about 8:45 in the evening here in the UK. And let's go over a few things first of all. In terms of gold, congratulations if you traded gold. We had a fantastic move down over 100 pips. New York session had a bounce higher, so congratulations if you had that as well, and the price is continuing to target 23.39. Now in terms of the charts, let's go over these positions so it's clear. One of the things to note, and if you saw my full market analysis, I did mention this, is one of the techniques you can use is just simply sell below the 20 SMA, acts as resistance or support, and you can dial down, and so on. And it acts as support, which is a fantastic way to trade it. So the other thing to mention is once we have a parabolic trend, you can dial in on the left, and let me show you this convergence on the 2-hour chart, in addition to this swing high into very high supply basically, and therefore the price has to give way and into the liquidity zone as well, and convergence, and the price gave way. Now one of the things you can do, of course, is if you are, this is overnight by the way, this gap here, not much you can do about that, but if you are in the markets here, you can get aggressive into this. So you could do this, for instance, have your stop up there and your target down there, that kind of thing. However, if you come into the London Open and this is doing this, then you just do that and that. So a fantastic trade, congratulations. The Aussie Canadian is doing well, heading for target. I mentioned this the other day in the blog and the weekly Forex forecast. Price is, this is a 2-hour chart, we need the 4-hour chart, so we can see this is in the high demand area, hitting this area of high demand, convergence as well. Notice how it's hitting this trend line at the same time, and that's exactly what you're looking for. Once you get breaker structure, then we can actually go long, and again using the 20 SMA is a clever way to do that. Visually it's very appealing and highly successful in terms of managing the trade as well. So you can move your stop just below the blue line now if you want to, and the same for this short position here. Also mentioned in the blog this morning, look out for the blogs in the morning because I send them out there and to help you make better decisions. This is the pound Swiss, and as I mentioned, the Swiss franc future contracts are very strong, and so therefore you're likely to see the price fall down below the 20 SMA and price goes. Now I did expect to pull back into this position here, but it didn't materialize, and so we missed that trade. But nonetheless, if you traded that, congratulations. The other thing you can do, of course, is dial in, see what's going on, coming into liquidity. Now I did expect this price to come up to here. This would have been perfect up here at 11381. It didn't come anywhere near that. It just simply fell down. And have a look at this swing high on the stochastic, and there's no hidden divergence or any kind of divergence, but nonetheless the price gave way at that point on that pivot, if you notice that there. Now the retail sales figures came out of the US today, this afternoon, but there was no impact as such in the dollar. The dollar's actually gone mixed again, which is unfortunate, but still we've got the Swiss franc, we've got the Aussie Canadian, we've got the pound Canadian. I'll cover that one in a minute as well. So, and gold of course. So have a look at the euro dollar, completely flat really, but I've got a pending order here at 107.66. So I'm expecting this price to go higher into this area, and we can do a bit of a Fibonacci retracement if we like. Just grab that previous high there, And we can see that this is just about on the 618% retracement from this previous high. And just about in between the 618 and the 50% retracement here. So I do expect the price to jump up a little bit. And the other thing to note here, if I put my cursor here at 107.66, see this trend line here on the left, 107.66. If it comes up to that area there, that is complete convergence, and there will be divergence at the same time. So hopefully the price will move up to that area by tomorrow, maybe, pending order, so it doesn't matter. And got a nice tight stop, 52 pips above the previous swing high, and with a 1.88. Not really enough, really. I prefer to see 2 times, so you could go a little bit longer here. But with the dollar the way it is, it's all very mixed anyway, so any kind of profit with a dollar at the moment is rather nice. Euro New Zealand is also parabolic to the downside, so any kind of move below the blue line is indicating further downside momentum. Now in this instance here, I did mention it previously, if you have a short here, then you're going to have a very, very big stop, 125, far too wide for me. And so therefore I do expect the price to come back up into this area here. Even if it doesn't, I don't mind missing them. Remember that the Aussie Canadian and the New Zealand Canadian do the same thing. So you could, if you're not in the Aussie Canadian, you can of course go into the New Zealand Canadian, doing exactly the same thing. Convergence into this area here in terms of the trend line and liquidity. And this here is also confirming as well. So a couple of things there for a Brucey bonus. And where's your price going? It's going up to supply 85.11. Pound Canadian is not doing much at all. We did have a couple of positions we could have taken. I'll cover this in a bit of detail now. So again, we have a little bit of convergence going on. Price volume is not coming up above the central pivot. It's fighting with 174.45. So I think it will start to move up in the next 24 hours or so. So convergence is really important. No divergence as such. I'm just looking for any sign of negative, positive divergence. There isn't any. Would like to see some. But nonetheless, let's have a look at this now. So we've got a couple of things going on in terms of the 1 hour chart. We can see we've got liquidity here for a sell. We've got liquidity here for a buy. So the buyers and sellers are fighting it out. So there's a couple of choices. We've gone in for a sniper trade here with a 25 pip stop below this previous support area. So that's fine. Massive risk to reward, 5.89. So it's a bit of a no-brainer that even if we lose 25 pips, so what? But if it comes in, of course, then you're going to make a lot of money. So the other thing you can do, if you wish to be a little bit more cautious, if you like, is to have a break of structure. So you would have the break of structure above this line here, 174.54. So it's not much. Still 55 pip stop, which is fine. And then you'd have a 2-to-1 up to there. Now, one of the techniques which you can use, and it works really, really well, is to use divergence on your price action chart. So divergence is measured and automatically given into your chart through the price action charts. There's nothing for you to do. You can do it manually. You can work out where the divergence is. However, we're lazy here, the trading mentor, so we want to make life a little bit easier. So one thing we can do, of course, is we can draw a trend line, something like that. Wait for the price to break out from there. And of course, you want to make sure that the price is finished. The whole candle has finished either below the blue line or above the blue line. Okay, and go for 2 to 1. Don't forget the Swiss franc is strong. However, the Aussie Swiss on the higher time frame is moving into a wave 4 situation. So this could be a nice move back up to 59.64 in the next 24 hours or so. And it probably due a correction in any case. So it's one to watch. And don't forget, I'll be posting these into the blog in the morning if I see anything worth considering. Now, we spoke about the euro yen the other day, and looks like it's come up to liquidity, up to the trend line. So we have convergence. So there may well be a rollover in the next 24 hours or so. So let's have a look at the lower time frame, have a look at the hour. We can see this is moving into liquidity. I like to see some kind of, there is divergence applying right now actually. So we could see the price capitulate back into the trend and something like this. Again, I'm not really bothered about the yens at the moment, purely because the yen futures contracts are not clear. I think they will go up, the yen contracts, and become stronger, which will drive prices lower. That's why I'm looking at this in particular. The Swiss yen, if you've been trading this, congratulations. When you have a parabolic trend, just look at the 20 SMA going up, going up, going up, going up, going as close as you like, going up, lots of buying opportunities within a parabolic trend. So just bear that in mind. So when I say there's a parabolic trend, please don't ignore it. It's valuable. The Aussie USD, I posted this into the Forex Signal group. Hopefully you got it, just about to hit our target. Congratulations, a nice 2 to 1 risk to reward. Note the divergence on the price action chart. Oh, by the way, if you haven't got the price action chart, then they are available in the links below. And don't forget, if you're paying $30 a month to be a VIP member, you can get it for half price, 50% off if you want to pay annually. So that's an option that saves you a lot of money. And also the signals as well. If you're paying £50 a month for the signals, then of course you can get that for 50% off as a VIP member. Nobody else can get that. So some good opportunities, save some money and make some money for the long term. And of course, if you're going to be a trader for a long time, unlike most people give up in 6 months, then it might be worth investing in your future. So heading for target 66, 66, all the sixes. A nice bounce off of support. This was quite unusual in that we had a short on the euro dollar, but we had a long on the Aussie USD. So it's a bit of a head really. One is going to make it more money than the loss on the other. So let's just have a quick look around. The US Swiss is weakening because of the strong Swiss franc. US yen is doing nothing. So it's not worth looking at there. The pound USD. Oh, right. Okay. Let's have a look at this. There's a buying opportunity here. Potentially. Yeah, there is a buying opportunity here. So again, I'll post this. This is against the trend, but nonetheless, there's probably enough in it for it to come back up to 12792. And let's do a quick. So we've got divergence on liquidity. So we can do this now, can't we? Break a structure here. Quite a wide stop. Too wide for me, but nonetheless, you're going to have a trade up to here. So there's 1.4, 1.5. It's not profitable enough for me. So I think I will need to see a pullback down into, oh, that's a 2-hour chart, is it? That's a 2-hour chart. Let's go down. Bear with me. I haven't seen this one. So, yeah. Looks good. So you can buy this now if you want to. 127.03. Your stop's got to be below the previous swing low here for 50 pip stop and 100 pip target there. A little bit of liquidity here, but I think the divergence is going to take this up further. If we look at this on the 2 hour, the 2 hours above the 20, the 4 hour isn't quite there, so you might want to wait till tomorrow. And the 30-minute is above there as well. So good trading, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that today. If you enjoy these sessions and you want to know more, if there's any subjects you want to know and you want any techniques that you want me to go over, then I'm happy to do that. I've got thousands of them. Have a great evening.